So we're going to find the exact value of each expression. Do not use calculator. So what they really want is the answers in radians. So for part A, we are given cosine of pi over 3 divided by sine of pi over 3. So the cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2 divided by, and then the sine of pi over 3 is root 3 over 2. So when the 2's cancels, right? So you're left with 1 over root 3. And then if you want to rationalize the denominator, you multiply top and bottom by root 3. So your answer should be root 3 over 3. For part B, we need to get the common denominator, so I'm going to multiply this by 2, top and bottom by 2. So you're left with 7 sine 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi over 6, and then that reduces to that reduces to 7 sine of pi halves, right? Because you divide by 3. So the sine of pi half is just 1. Okay, part C is, so it's 1 minus cosine 5 pi over 6 divided by sine 5 pi over 6. So it's 1 minus cosine of 5 pi over 6 is, it's in second quadrant, so it's negative. And then the sine of 5 pi over 6 still second quadrant, so its sine is positive, so it's 1/2, positive 1/2. So I'm going to add everything. So it's 1 plus root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. So first I want to get the common denominator for this one. So that's like saying 2 over 2 is the same thing as 1, right? So 2 plus root 3, it's 2 plus root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. So these two cancels, right? So you're left with just 2 plus root 3 over 1, right? Yep, 2 plus root 3 over 1. So that's your answer. Okay, now D, sine of pi 4 and plus cosine pi 4. So sine of pi 4 is quadrant, these are in quadrant 1, so it's root 2 over 2 plus cosine of pi over 4 is still root 2 over 2. So there's an invisible 1 right here, right? So when you add that, so it's 2 plus 2 times root 2 over 2, and then the 2 cancels. So your final answer is just root 2.